No matter how, it can be years with a poem, but if I don't get some feedback, I can't get it to where I want to get it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you started this years ago, and is that one? Started this years ago, and how did it evolve? I mean, what did it change? Other people's input?
It depends poem to poem. Sometimes it's a few words and restructuring.
In this instance, with the last poem?
In this instance, it actually stayed very similar. Other times it's a total overhaul. I'd have to look back to see what, it'd be interesting actually to see what it was before. But there's always some bit of work, even, like sometimes it's moving a comma, sometimes it's page one rewrite, but there's always something,
In general, would you say you're a slow writer? I mean, do you write your original draft slowly or fast, intuitively?
I write notes. Kind of lines will come to me and I'll write notes, and over a few months they'll kind of bunch together in some way. And then it can be anywhere from a few months to a few years to actually, 15, 20 drafts in, have the final poem.
Oh, that's quite. So you stay true to the poems you write.
Yeah, and some are quicker. Some would be a couple months, but some are years. Yeah.
And what you said something about unresolved unhappiness or unresolved problematic issues.
Yeah.
Is that what starts you off? Is it a visual? Is it a feeling?
It's always a line, and it's a line that might not end up in the poem, but there's something. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it necessarily visual, or is it just a line that will come into my head and I'll write it down and something forms around that?
You were saying you were working in factories, basically, or insurance factories. Is that what you do to sustain yourself? I mean, can you make a living as a poet? Is this a sarcastic question? I almost know the answer.
I have no idea. I got a check for €30.
Wow.
Yeah, not yet. I don't know. People obviously supplement with teaching and all these different things. The work is the work, and it's separate from any other gain, really.
But it doesn't. If you work long hours in a mechanical environment like that, does it improve your ability to write? Does it drain you in a sense, or is it a good balance between manual work and writing?
Right now I have a good balance. When I was working in the call center for the insurance, that was draining, and I like the work I'm doing now because it's kind of physical, and it's I have enough space left over to, and there's, any kind of work where there's some kind of thinking space, like the factory or some sort of manual work. I think that kind of lends to, and I'd want to be doing something. You know what I mean? It's this thing of living a life worth commenting on, because that's what I write is what experiences.
So it's a source of inspiration, more or less. And you can still think about poetry, about things to write.
Yeah.
As opposed to many other people who are in that situation.
Yeah, I never thought of them as related before. I suppose work is just to pay the bills and the rent, and poetry is to kind of feed my spirit. They're sort of, one allows the other, I guess.
When you make poetry films, do you have a kind of method for linking visuals and poetry? Do you have?
Those poetry films were from a few years back, and it kind of sounds good on the bio, but I haven't done it in years. I kind of moved away from, I suppose, when I was in college and doing film. I was sort of in the middle of the worst of my drinking. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but once things started coming together again, film stuff kind of drifted away, but the poetry just remained.
Did you continue to write when you were drinking heavily?
Oh yeah.
Did you write under the influence?
Yeah. I mean, I was writing academic essays drunk, and I was doing everything.
Did you pass?
I did, I don't know how.
And do you see a difference between poems you've written under the influence and under no influence?
Yeah, there's a lot more clarity now, and it's and I was so in the middle of this fear and resentment and all this heaviness. That's all I could really, and I know that I don't have like, you know, upbeat poems now, but there's a greater wealth of emotions that I can access now. So I think it's better, you know, it's better now.
Where did the resentment come from?
Yeah, I mean, I was just. It's an interesting question. I know I was just angry at people. I'd take things personally. You know, sometimes it was real, sometimes it was imagined. Either way, it would kind of eat me up. I don't know. I just really held on to. Yeah, I just had a different mindset, you know.
And did you lose the resentment after you stopped drinking?
Through a lot of work, I've yeah, like I would have been very angry at my dad for a lot of things, and that's gone, for example, because you know, we spoke, and I mean, I still pick up resentments, you know, all the time, but they're more low level, and I can sort of talk things out and know what they are and where they're coming from.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.